In 1972, soon after the success of American Pie, something seismic took place in rock music. All of a sudden, people were singing 50s songs. Johnny Rivers, Rockin' Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flu. Melanie, Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Cat Stevens, Another Saturday Night. You're 16 was the choice of Ringo Starr. Elton John came up with Crocodile Rock. Not only were they doing those songs, but some of the stars from that period reappeared. Paul Anka hadn't had a hit since 1962. He had 5 releases between 1974 and 1975. Neil Sedaka did even better with 8 releases. What in the world was going on with all this nostalgia? Many called it a 50s revival. That's not what I saw. It wasn't a revival. It wasn't a renaissance. It was a retreat. I was weeping. How high we had aimed. How short we had fallen. They had had 2 choices that they could make that were logical, compassionate choices. We can admit we're alone in the universe. We'll have to find answers, stumble along somehow, and imagine that we can make the world better. Or we can admit failure and go to the Bible for answers, and maybe this Jesus fellow would help us out. But instead, they chose a third way that was neither logical nor compassionate. They said, well, back there in the 50s and early 60s, those young people were having a great time kicking up their heels and just enjoying life as a teenager. And so we're going to do the same thing. Instead of wanting to change the world, we went and got a job. We raised a family. We got a house. We were concerned about having the most toys. We sought personal peace, and not the peace of our community, not the peace of a world that was hurting. How far we fell short. The song that I've chosen to represent this in our playlist is a song that isn't in a 50s style, but it expresses exactly what we were thinking as we were listening to all those 50s hits. The song is Yesterday Once More by the Carpenters. It was number 1 in July of 1973. Out of all the many top hits that the Carpenters had, this song is their all-time best-selling single. As you wrestle with the lyrics of this song, place yourself back in that era. Which did I choose? Did I choose that, we're alone in the universe, but somehow we'll keep fighting to make this world better? Did I get into that Jesus movement thing? Or did I go the route of personal peace and affluence? I'm okay, and that's okay.